Hello guys and gals, Buffalo here. It is Wednesday again already, and this happens to be the last Wednesday in November, so this series is almost over with. And if this is your first time tuning in to one of these videos in this series, each Wednesday evening for the rest of 2022, which isn't long now, I take this tiny North American Arms 22 short chambered revolvers, one of the smallest revolvers you can get, at least for readily available ammunition, and I shoot a common household item with it, just for fun, just to see if it'll go through it, see what it will go through, what it won't go through. We've got some pretty interesting results so far. Last Wednesday, we shot some cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving. That was the first food item that I had shot. And this week, I have another food item. This is the most requested item in the comment section for me to shoot with this little revolver, canned Spam. So, pulled this straight out of the suggestions from you guys, and that's what we're going to be shooting today. Of course, using the same ammunition I've used for every video in this series, the CCI Hollow Point 22 short, 27 grain hollow point, rated at 1105 feet per second. And remember, the last Wednesday of December, that video is dedicated to shooting this ammo from this revolver over the chronograph and into a clear ballistics gel block. So we'll get kind of scientific here at the end of it, but for now we're just having fun guessing and seeing what it'll go through and what it won't. Let's see if it'll go through this can of Spam. Alright, so same setup as always. I've got my rusty, crusty, dusty, musty, but trusty wood clamp holding my target in place, just to keep it from knocking over so easily. We're ready to go. Alright, I've got one round in the revolver. I don't believe it'll have much trouble going through the one can of Spam, but I might be wrong. It went through the cranberry sauce a lot easier than I thought it would. Let's find out. I can see right through that bullet hole from here, so I already know it went through. There's where it went in. And right there is where it came out. Alright, before we set several cans of Spam up, I'm going to shoot this can long ways and see if it'll go through it long ways. Hit it right in the old barcode. And if we come around to the back, it definitely went through it. So we're going to have to set several cans up and see how many it'll go through. So you guys that have been watching this series, you know how this works. Now I've got 5 cans of Spam set up here, and we're going to try to catch us a bullet and see how many cans of Spam that it'll go through. All right, let's do this. Okay, there's our entry. There's our exit. So there's one can. Entry, exit. There's 2 cans. Entry. You can see, like we've seen so many times before, that bullet is now tumbling. Hit this can sideways. Did it exit? Yes, it did. There's 3 cans. Ha ha! Look at here. So it went through 3 cans, but it did not enter the 4th. It had to put a little dent in there. I'm going to see if I can tear this label off. Whew, that's some tough stuff. I'm going to have to break out my knife to get that label off there. So there's our dent. Went through 3 cans, dented the 4th, and I just knocked that bullet was laying right here, and I just knocked it off. And there that is. So here's the bullet. Looks about like the other bullets we've recovered. But I'll take it over to the other camera where we can get a better look at it. So here's a better look at that bullet. Look at it from the nose and then from the side there. These bullets have been pretty consistent that we've recovered, other than a couple of outliers. When we shot the deck of cards, that bullet really flattened out. But for the most part, they look pretty similar. Haven't really had any hollow points open up. They just kind of bulge out like that. But something cool about this particular video is that during that slow motion footage, you can see this bullet bouncing around between that 3rd and 4th can of Spam. So that's going to do it for today's video. You guys always remember that if someone asks you to give up a little of your freedom for the greater good, that freedom is the greater good. Now, if you guys will excuse me, I've got a few dead cans of Spam that I need to get field dressed and get in the fridge. At least I know what my lunch is going to be for the next several days.